This is Mr. Jarvis, and this is homework help for 10/10, October 10th. So they're asking us to color these grids, and let me just kind of go over. This is one grid. This we call them a flat. So each square is 100. So if you this first line would be 1/2. This would be a half, and the other side would be a half. So let me erase that. And then if there's 4 cut in 4, we looked at it like 4. So the denominator is like how many pieces something's cut into. The numerator is how many of those pieces do you have. So if it's cut into fourths here, there's 4 pieces, and I could say I have 2/4, 2 of the 4 here. So with fourths, each one of these, this is 1/4 is a fourth, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. And then also what we want to think of, so just one line is right down the middle. Obviously, that looks like half. And then each of these smaller lines here, this is cut. This is 10 across. So each one of these little teeny lines is a 10th. Okay. Whoops, let me erase that now. So we're being asked to shade in half. So this line right here represents half. So this is, it's half means there are 2 pieces, and I've shaded in one of the 2. Denominators, how many pieces it's cut into. Numerator, how many pieces I have. Size of the piece, number of pieces I have, okay? So 1/4. So the number of pieces is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/4 would be this much right here, or a quarter, 25 hundredths. Okay. Now this one it's saying tenths. So tenths are these individual lines going down. 1, 2, 3. And I can't get very accurate here with the tools I'm using. That would be 3/10. So now they're getting complicated. Now they're saying this 16/10. The pieces are cut into 10 pieces each, and I have 16 pieces. So one piece represents is 10 is one piece, but I have 16. So in other words, I have more than one piece because I have 16 tenths. So this is 10 tenths right here. And I have 6 more than that. It goes out to here, a little over half. That's 5. That would be 6. So I have to shade in all of this and this whole thing. 16 tenths cut into tenths, and I have 16 pieces. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here's fourths. So here is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which is 1, 5/4, 6/4. So 6/4. So I could take 4 of those fourths and say that's 1. And 1, I have 2/4 left over. Okay. 2/4. 2/4 is the same as half, or so that's the same as, and we'll get more into simplifying later, same as 1 and 1/2. Okay, let's take a look at some other one. That's the 6/4 again. I put it on twice, so 6/4 once again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's all this. So 4 represents the pieces are cut into fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 6/4, so I have more than a whole piece. More than one. Okay, so which is larger, 16 tenths or 1.5? So the book has us right now. I usually would do common denominator stuff, but the book's having us think about money. So 16 dimes. So if I have 16 dimes, I have more than $1, right? So 16 dimes, I have $1.60. Okay, and that's the same. So let's think of it money-wise. Versus I have, let me do this one in blue, $1 And how many cents is half a dollar? 50, we went over this in class, 50 cents. So $1.60 is more than $1.50. So what's larger here? 6 dimes, which is 60 cents. Whoops, 60 cents. Let me get formal here. 0.60 or 6 quarters. 4 quarters is $1. Let me write this one in red. Here's $1. And then 2 more quarters is $50. $1.50. So $1.50 is larger. Okay, so this is less than a whole because the whole piece is cut into 10. I only have 6. It's cut into 4, so I have 6. The numerator is larger than the denominator here. Okay, let's take a look at number 4, kind of going quickly. And when Francisco and his mother bought some fruit, they bought 2.5 pounds of peaches, 7/10 pounds of raspberry, and 1.25 pound of apricots. So we all have different denominations. And right now in the book, we're comparing them all to money. And we know that a half is 50 cents. So let's write it like money, kind of 250, even though it's pounds. So it's 2.5 pounds or 2. We're going to write it as money and then come up with convert it back to a fraction. 50 cents is 50 hundredths. A quarter, if I write 1.25 as money, let's compare it. 25. $1.25, this would be a 1 quarter. And then versus 7 dimes, be 70 cents. So if I just add it up like it's money, I would get, in carry, I get $1.04. I'd get $4.45. Now to write that as a fraction, 45 is 45 pennies or 45 hundredths. So it's 45 hundredths of a pound. So I can kind of convert. I like to think of it as money because I think we use money all the time, so and then convert back to fractions. Now I can simplify this fraction by dividing the numerator and denominator by 5, but we haven't gotten there yet. So hopefully this kind of gets us started. We'll be simplifying fractions, finding common denominators and whatnot as we move forward later. So good luck with that.